Aloha everyone and welcome to another Tinker's Academy video. I'm your host Kay Elmer and this video is another Leela community news video. There is so much going on honestly with this little company. The last one or the first one actually was March 11. This one will be for the May 1st edition of community news to keep up with all the things that are happening on the new developments and sales and all that stuff at Leela Quantum Tech and Quantum Upgrade and TraumEZ. Because, honestly, if you're doing the Telegram chat group, the messages just scroll so fast, upwards that, it's really easy to miss stuff. And so because I'm a moderator, I read them all and I save all this information. So it's looking like every 6 weeks, kind of have enough to make a video to keep everybody informed in case you miss those posts and you miss the emails, and that sort of thing. So here we go. So hey, right now, as of May 2025, there's going to be a Mother's Day sale from May 1st to May 11th. Okay, now this is going to be just for select items, okay? And there's the list right there on the left side of the screen. And so bottom line, there's going to be 20% off on the select items, 10% off additional if you pay with crypto. So use the code Mother's Day 25 at checkout. Now the select items that are going to be on sale, and you'll see a banner on the website for that page of that product, okay? So if you've been waiting to kind of, on the fence about buying a Heal 360 capsule, the petite one, or a bamboo water bottle, travel block, super block, or some of these frequency cards that'll be on sale between May 1st and May 11th, now is the time. So, and they just like you to know that you can't, cannot be used with any other offers or sales at the time. But anyway, there is a sale for Mother's Day, and here you go. And this will be emailed out. So if you don't get emails from Leela, you go to either one of the websites, and at the bottom you can sign up, quote, for their, I guess they call them newsletters or something. And then you just give them your email address, and you'll get the emails as well, to keep on top of stuff like this and all their and other announcements that they do. Okay. Now, also too, just they recently just announced that they extended the free trial. It's a special offer just for you guys. The Quantum Upgrade free trial, as you know, has always been 7 days. And if you also know, if you listen to some of the interviews that Philip is on, they'll put out a code that'll go up to like 15 days, right? But they're actually now, right now, for the month of May, they are offering all of us an extended free trial for 3 whole weeks. So it goes for 21 days, no credit card required. And so here's the thing. If you've just had a product and you've kind of been on the fence about giving Quantum Upgrade a try, or you know someone, your mom, your sister, co-workers, friends, family, whatever, hey, this is a great time to give it a really good try because you'll get it for 3 weeks with frequencies. So, and you don't have to give, you don't have to give up your credit card info for all those folks that are, always hesitant about doing that. So all you do is you just go in there, subscribe and use the code LQT21 at checkout, and it'll kick in a 21-day free trial without using a credit card. So this is a great opportunity for anyone who's never tried Quantum Upgrade to give it a try for free. Okay, so give that a try if you haven't done it. Now, although also with Quantum Upgrade, they recently changed the settings in terms of the higher level. So, and how, for those of you who started like when I did in the beginning, like the very base level was 500, and the most it went up to like was during the day, like I think it was like, I guess 1100 or something in the beginning. It was really, really low numbers, from Hawkins scale energy perspective. And so now slowly over time, they're providing more and more levels, higher levels of energy, just so you can set however you want, for those of you who've gotten acclimated to it, and you just want higher energy levels. And so now they've just kicked it up yet again. And so now, if you do know too, right, that they release higher levels depending on the length of time you have had Quantum Upgrade. Because one thing that they want to avoid, and for those of you who know, you just don't really want to jump into the deep end of the energy pool. It can be kind of overwhelming. And so the way that Quantum Upgrade works is you sign up, you automatically get this much energy sent to you, and then every so many days, and this is the chart, and this chart's available on the Quantum Upgrade website. After so many days, then your available energy level goes automatically up, and it goes up and up and up all the way up into 360 days, where your full energy goes from daytime. So you start at 1000 and eventually you build up to having access to up to 1700. Now, it doesn't mean you need to do that. Okay, it just is that it's available to you, right? So if you want to experience more energy, then it's going to slowly creep up over the length of your subscription. As you get accumulated to it, you have access to higher energy levels. That's pretty much it. And the same thing goes for the boosters. Okay, so the boosters, on day one when you sign up, you have access to a 1300, 0 to 1300 level booster, and then after a year, it slowly creeps up. Well, and now if you've been on the quantum upgrade for at least a year, you can boost up to 4600, which is unbelievably strong. And so for those of you who've been doing this for a while, you recognize the differences in the levels, and a lot of us can feel it. And so, yeah, it's great. So right now, this is what the new numbers are. And so if you haven't noticed in your settings, because you haven't, tweaked your settings much lately, take a peek at it. You can kick them up now, depending on how long you've had your subscription. So there you go, higher levels. And then on top of that, the gift, those gift fields that they hand out with the location subscription. So if you're not familiar with that, every subscription you have, if you have 1 or 5, like a bundle, every single subscription automatically gets a free location subscription at 3 and 9 months. That's how it used to be. Okay, so you'd get 2 per subscription. So like one day, all of a sudden you notice, hey, I've got an extra subscription, and I just put in an address, and then I can send energy there. And a lot of people are using it for friends and family. Some people are using it for all sorts of stuff, like parks and areas, just all whatever's. It's just anything that has a location you can put an address in. So now that's actually been changed, so you now get them sooner. So now, instead of waiting 3 and 9 months to get your free location subscriptions, it's only 45 days and 90 days. So 45 days into your subscription, you'll get your free location gift subscription field. And then at 90 days, you get another one. Okay, so then the notes that they want to convey to everybody is you can only use these 3 quantum upgrades for locations for addresses of your choice. So again, people are doing it for the kids' kindergarten, their school, your church, whatever you want to do. If it's got an address, you can use it. And then the maximum you can set the level for on these particular subscriptions. Okay, this is what's different about a regular, like if you got a home subscription, that's different than the free location subscription. Okay, they're 2 different things. You're paying for the home, and you can get up to whatever number you got on this chart based on how long you've been subscribing. But for the free gift one, it only goes up to 600. Okay, and if you have, but it doesn't, and if you have the frequency bundle, it doesn't apply to the location. So it's only 600 max. There's no frequency. It's free. You get 2 of them. And you can change the address yourself to however you suit your needs. So I have a ton of these things, and every single friend of mine, basically has a free subscription for their location at 600, no frequencies. Okay, but yeah, it's great. Now you get them at 45 days and 90 days. So if you haven't looked at your dashboard lately, and you've been around, for 45, 90 days, you can take a look. You probably have some available to use. Now, on the product side, there's some new cards that, as you know, when frequencies are released, they first start out on Quantum Upgrade, and then it takes a while to, create the mandalas and create the cards and get them in stock, blah, 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 for the frequencies to actually be sold on a card for those of us who have blocks and want to use those things. And so so there's 2 new cards. Okay, so now they've got the World Champion frequency and the Exertion Response and Microbial Harmony frequency as a card. So if you're familiar with those 2, I talked about them in the last upgrade, the last community news video, where there's these 2 frequencies. One of them is an upgraded frequency, actually they're both upgraded frequencies. So there you go. So if you've been waiting to buy those frequencies as a card, so you can, put it in a capsule or put it in your block, or create a water bottle, whatever you want to do with these, there you go. Now they're now available as cards on the LeelaQ site. Okay, so you can go ahead and buy those now. Other new products out there is that they've actually started selling the updated heel collars for dogs. So they got 2 new types. 2 new styles for dogs. They're really colorful and bright with brass buckle clips here. And so now they burnt the or charge these with quantum energy and copy the heal for DACH frequency. There's two different types. They come in different sizes, and so now if you've been looking to get your little friendly fur baby a new collar, and here you go. This is a quantum charged collar with the heal for DACH frequency. Those are new products available now on Leela Quantum Tech. Also now on TraumEZ, just this week, they've announced a new TraumEZ feature called chemtrail harmonization. So if you go and here's the thing. You got to update your app. Okay, so if you haven't updated your app, so what I would do is delete the app and then go and download a new copy of the app, and the new copy of the app now has the fourth button now for the fourth feature. So as you know, they had the amazing travel and VAX harmonization, then they added the 360 perception boost last year. But now they just added, as of April 2025, a new feature, and the description of this new feature is it's all about chemtrail harmonization. And for those of you who are not familiar with it, feel free to I wouldn't Google censors everything, so you can go on the Yandex, which is a great search engine if you want to just get straight information. YouTube has videos too, but they're Google and they also censor. But the idea here is that if you look up in the sky and there's planes spraying stuff, and some of that stuff is not a contrail, it's a chemtrail. There's a lot of stuff in the air that we're breathing, and it's not good for us, in short. And so here's the idea. This is the description of this new feature by Leela. Okay, so due to an increasing amount of chemtrails and their toxicity around the world, there have been many requests regarding energetic support and protection in this regard. Once you activate this function, a field gets started which can neutralize the negative effects of chemtrail content on an energetic level, and it harmonizes the content in a positive way. It also allows the natural information of the sun to get through to our biofield, which is critical for many reasons, including vitamin D production. So it's got a kind of a double little whammy, right? It's going to neutralize the negative effects like quantum energy does for, let's say, EMF, but it also, supports your body as if you were getting true sunlight. So it's really kind of a cool new feature. Obviously it's going to be on your phone. So if you want to, experience this, you would have to subscribe to TraumEZ, separate thing. It's not quantum upgrade. It's the third thing. You'd subscribe to this thing, download the app, and then you'd have these four features on there plus the TraumEZ feature itself. So it's got 5 different things that it does when you subscribe now, and then you can just turn this thing on and give it a try. And so early reports, I've been reading the chat group for TraumEZ, and the early reports are coming in, and they're really very positive. But there are some people who are having detox reactions from this. And so, can't explain that. So, proceed with caution. But, in other words, there's been some really glowing responses. And then there's been some folks out there that are having some detox reactions as if they just started, with quantum energy, those same kinds of things. So, just as a heads up, quantum energy does kick off biological effects. And sometimes, they do have a little bit of a detox kick to it. So just be aware of that. It's happening. And by the way, when you turn this thing on, it does just run continually for 12 hours. But if you are having a detox effect, then, my recommendation is that, the thing has a 15-foot field, your phone. So if you're having an effect, just put your phone 15 feet away from you and, use your tablet or something for a while. And then that way it'll kind of just, go away from you. And you shouldn't sleep with your phone near you anyway. So that's kind of that. So anyway, really cool feature. I'm looking forward to trying it. And so I hope you guys that are subscribed to TraumEZ give it a try as well. Okay, now also too, as people keep asking, and just big apology that we announced this thing, I don't know, at the end of last year, and it's still out there. And so now it's still in the works, the Quantum Energy Practitioner Certification course, as well as the Quantum Eye Drops. And the thing is that they had great plans to launch this thing in the first quarter, and it turns out that the practitioner course had a lot of editing issues, and it's taking a really long time to clean it all up and make it perfect, because they want to make it perfect. They're charging you money for this, and it's got to be great, right? So they're trying to make it great. And so they're just really trying to do a lot of editing and cleaning it up and making it really super professional. And unfortunately, they're not able to really kind of like quantify how much time it's going to be, but they're hoping to get it out as soon as it's ready, and it might be a few more months. So just patience out there, everybody. And then in terms of the quantum eye drops, same thing. They're having an issue trying to launch that thing, just trying to get it all organized. And the big thing with the eye drops is that they got to really dance around the FDA, right? So anyway, it's in the works. It's still coming. They have not canceled these programs, and they're hoping to get those out as soon as they can. And I know a lot of people are waiting for them, including myself. Okay, now, just to let you know, if you haven't been watching my YouTube channel, you should. There's actually some new studies. And so now, the new studies are always going to be popping up on the International Association for Quantum Technology and Frequency Medicine website, and then I announce them if Leela doesn't announce them, but I still announce whatever Leela announces, just so that we're all on the same page and up to date on what's going on. But in the last 2 months, or since February, there's been 3 studies that have been published, and so I went ahead and did some recap videos on them in that video series called Benefits of Quantum Healing, and it actually was in the email that just went out. So just to let you know, okay, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, I have done the recap videos for these 3 studies on brain. They studied the brain impact on EMF and then what happens when you turn on a quantum upgrade. They did the same with dogs, where they exposed them to quantum upgrade before and after, and they did a huge 1-year study where they measured, the whole aspect of the blood morphology, and they measured energetics in terms of hormonal, hormones. And then, of course, they did a mitochondrial function, study as well, which was it was a pilot, really amazing results. So if the science aspect of all of this is really interesting to you, you can go ahead and go to the IFQTF website. All the links in the video description below. You can actually take a look and read those. It's full transparency. Everything's been published. Or if you just want the shorter, like 20-minute version explanation, then, right here on my YouTube channel, I have a playlist called Benefits of Quantum Healing. And you can kind of watch those videos there to kind of get an idea what those studies contain. So those are new since the last community news video. These 3 have come out and are now available for reading. So, hey, thank you very much for watching. Hope this was, informational, and hope you enjoyed this kind of content. Please like and subscribe if you do. I'm going to be probably doing these community news every 6 weeks or so, just to keep up on all the new stuff and changes that are happening, so that you can just kind of go have a one source thing to go, hey, what happened in the last few weeks that I probably want to know about if I'm into Leela Quantum Tech stuff. Okay, so anyway, thank you very much. There's 3 websites if you include TraumEZ. There's Telegram chat groups, my blog, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it all before. So thanks very much for watching. Have a great day, guys, and happy Mother's Day to you moms. Bye.